Hi, Post-Prodian here. As of this moment, may maririnig ko yung mga mouse clicks dito kasi right now, I am uploading uh, this year's Passion Tide address from yours truly. Kumbaga, I was supposed to do this last night or sometime earlier this week, pero hey ho, uh, might as well do it anyway. Habang ginagawa ko tong video. Well, uh, habang ina-upload ko to, I just wanted to let you know na medyo, alam mo yun, medyo na ano ako nababahala ako na may mga bagay na nangyayari dito sa bansa natin. I don't really wanna talk that much too much about it. Sabihin ko, baka sabihin ay pakilamero or whatever. I mean, it's not it shouldn't be something that anyone should be ashamed of or something. Kaya lang kasi may mga nagsasabi kasi na na I don't know, if you're not if you have been living under the rock or you're not noticing the news out there, there's been a recommendation na uh, pinagbabawal muna ang mga mass gatherings again with this so-called NCR bubble. That means the whole of Metro Manila and all the surrounding and all four surrounding provinces. That's Bulacan, Rizal, Laguna, and Cavite. So within that bubble, you can still do whatever you want. You can still travel to and fro that area. Pero yung lalabas ka papuntang Batangas, papuntang Pampanga, papuntang Quezon, papuntang Nueva Ecija, bawal daw. Thing is, ayun nga given that, parang ginawa ding suggestion ng Interagency Task Force na ipagbawal din muna ang mga church services or religious services. Of course, a lot of people question that, lalong-lalo na ang mga Kristiyano, lalong-lalo na ang mga Katoliko. Because next week is Holy Week. And the reason why I am uploading this video that I'm telling you is because the last 2 weeks of Lent is basically called Passion Tide, at nasa Passion Tide na tayo ngayon. Ngayon, ang marami ang nagsa-speculate na baka pagsarhan na naman ng mga simbahan and all that, or may maninita o they would force the closure using police powers and all that. Quite honestly, it's a bit complicated, and it might run into a violation of the Constitution. I am not sure. I have been talking to a lawyer who is also a good friend of mine. Hindi ko na i-disclose kung sino siya. But this lawyer contact of mine have been arguing that somehow it shouldn't be a problem because there is no law to restrict church services. Quite honestly, kinorek nga rin ako because I'm just a layman. I am no member of the Philippine Bar after all. Kung bakit pinagsisigawan ang unconstitutionality, specifically for Article 2 Section 6 ba yun? Halimutan ko na. Yeah, that should be Article 2, Section 6 and Article 3, Section 5 of the 1987 Constitution. So, uh, he told me, ito yung mga pointers niya, that uh, the clause about the separation of church and state sa Article 2 Section 6 is not applicable at with that kind of action that the higher ups are trying to do, uh, and that the state can close down churches and prohibit attendance of lay people under the exercise of police power. However, uh, sinabi nitong contact ko na abogado, the state cannot interrupt religious services by the clergy because that's a violation against religious freedom. Now, and basically this is alluding to Article 3, Section 5 of the Constitution. Ngayon, it seems a lot of people are quite arguing too much about religion and religious freedom. Kasi siguro correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, they're somehow equating the freedom of religion to freedom from religion, which is basically not the case. The freedom of religion does not equate to a freedom from religion. You can believe or not believe any deity you want. Wala akong pakialam doon. As long as you're not shoving down your principles down anyone's throats, you're fine. Ganun naman dapat talaga ang religious freedom or yung sinasabi nating freedom of religion. Because freedom from religion is more of convincing people that let me phrase this from the typical arguments. They're basically telling people to quit believing in some kind of sky daddy and just live your life and all that. I mean, no one's forcing. I mean, sure, it has been a very unfortunate thing that some religions are forcing their own beliefs on people who are not yet of the same belief system as they were. History has a lot of examples of that, and I'm not specifying one single religion. I mean, it happens on every religion, to be honest. And thing is, ayun nga it's just a bit screwed up that we have to talk something about this, and it's really just pisses me off that alam mo yun, parang may mga nasi-single out. It's not because I am Catholic, but it's because may nasi-single out. I mean, sure, siguro din, natatakot na rin ang mga Muslim na pagdating ng Ramadan this year, ganun din ang restrictions. And at least kung mangyari yon on them, at least it's fair. At least it's fair. Kasi, medyo malaking celebration din ng Ramadan, lalo na sa mga mga kababayan nating Muslim. But, kung ano lang to, kumbaga, parang na-single out ang mga Katoliko, that's a bit questionable. Na parang, alam mo yun, eto na nga ano na sila they're doing their safe distancing restrictions and all that. And those who are saying na magdasal na lang kayo sa bahay and all that, they don't really think that much. Na iba kasi ang pagdarasal sa loob ng isang simbahan eh. I've already talked about this last year. Pero just to reiterate, masakit para sa lahat na hindi makapagsimba, hindi makapagbisita sa isang church structure para makapagdasal, para makapag-attend ng mga religious services. It's painful. It's absolutely painful. And I do understand where the naysayers are coming from when it comes to restricting people in praying in a church or a mosque or a temple or whatever. Kaya lang, they're just looking at it at the human point of view and not the spiritual one. Real talk, mga kababayan. Our country has lost its spirituality. Ever since the end of the Second World War, we have gone down the spiral of secularism. And even though our culture is still predominantly Christian, predominantly Catholic, predominantly religious, to generalize, it's that it's just to you can't help but question the fact that people like the ones that we see on social media exist. Comments like that exist. Magdasal na lang kayo sa bahay and all that. Di ba dismissive yun? I mean, tell that to a Muslim, tell that to a Buddhist, tell that to someone who requires you to be in some kind of place of worship to sufficiently pay their homage to their chosen deity. Diba? It's really I can't say it's absurd, but it's a bit misleading. We have been praying in our own homes for more than a year now. And quite honestly, I'm a bit sick and tired of it. Kaya medyo relieved din ako na nakakapagsimba din ako ng tuwing linggo prior to this. Because it's just too much. Tapos ngayon, sa Holy Week pa sila maggaganyan, 'di ba? I mean, I don't wanna use my Catholic card here, pero hindi mo rin masisisi yung mga yung mga tao, yung mga Kristiyano in general na ang tingin nila sa Holy Week sobrang sagrado, because that's the pinnacle of Christianity in general. That's the pinnacle of their faith. This week, the week that is coming is the pinnacle of one's faith as a Christian. Di na ako nag-distinguish kung Katoliko ka, Protestante ka, Evangelical ka. That's blurred. Lalong-lalo na kung high church Protestant ka. Let's say Anglicans, Episcopalians, Baptists, and all that. Yeah. They observe Lent and Easter. And that means they also observe Holy Week. So, ang I ayoko sabihing unfair, pero kasi hindi mo rin masisisi ang mga tao na sinasabi nila ang daya naman or parang nananadya na lang. It's their it's what they're saying. Hindi ko sinasabi to. I mean, I really preferred uh, to go to church for Holy Week. That's for sure. But that it just so happened that a lot of people share my own sentiments. So, at a certain point. So, ayun lang. I really don't wanna dabble too much on this kasi I really just wanted to make sure that I dish this video out and all that. And I've been explaining for a few minutes now. So, siguro announcement na lang, this passion title dress that I am going to release would be available by Saturday. And itong video na to, I might upload this raw, unedited, siguro, unedited at a certain degree sa YouTube channel ko, maybe today or tonight. So, ito ang mauunang lalabas, and then the passion title dress. So, yun lang naman. And after that, Holy Week, wala muna akong video. I mean, it's basically no-brainer. That's the reason why. But I'll be back by Easter. I'm not sure kung sa Easter octave or papalipasin ko pa ang Easter octave kasi medyo medyo magulo talaga schedule, lalo na Holy Week at na pornada lahat ng schedule ko. So I'm not sure how would I do that, how would I create content after Holy Week, so or during the Easter octave kasi marami din akong gustong i-line up din na topics pero medyo inapplicable siya at certain points on the liturgical celebrations, and as much as possible I would like to appropriate this channel to the seasons that come and go. So yun lang naman ang gusto kong sabihin. And before I ramble on excuse me, before I ramble on, I would cut this here. And with all that said, this is Ian reminding you to, at all times, in season and out of season, be the salt of the earth and the light of the world. Until then, look alive, stay alive, and see you in Easter. Ian out.